All right, thank you, Tony. A busy evening ahead at the Rhode Island State House as several bills are up for consideration.
House lawmakers are set to vote on a series of bills, including the bump stock bill and the red flag law aimed at curbing gun violence. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado is live at the State House with the very latest. Steph?
Mike and Carolina just stepped off the House floor where they are debating the first of those two gun bills right now. Lawmakers debating the red flag legislation as we speak. That's the bill that was introduced in the wake of the Parkland, Florida shooting to try and curb gun violence. Now, earlier today, a pro-gun control group held an event ahead of the vote in support of the red flag legislation. They were joined by Governor Gina Raimondo and House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello. They are both supporters of this bill. Now, the bill would allow police to go to the courts to get guns away from someone who is deemed a danger to themselves and others. The goal, again, of this legislation to prevent gun violence, including mass shootings and suicides.
Be able to give the police the tools to actually respond appropriately when there are red flags that an extreme risk restraining order is necessary.
And there are plenty of opponents to this bill. The ACLU, for one, they say this bill, however well-intentioned, could infringe on someone's civil rights by taking their gun away when they haven't yet committed a crime. And pro-Second Amendment supporters rallied at the State House on Tuesday against this bill and the other gun bill, which is a ban on bump stocks. Those folks are not here today, but they were here in force on Tuesday when these bills came out of committee. So again, this is being debated on the House floor right now. There's several other high-profile bills up for a vote by the full House this evening, so we'll have more for you on that coming up new at 6. Live at the State House, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Walt. We're also working developing news at the State House right now.
The full House is voting on a number of bills, including two gun-related pieces of legislation that drew big crowds of supporters and opponents to Smith Hill earlier this week.
Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us now live from the State House with the latest. Steph?
Well, I just stepped off the House floor again, where lawmakers are still debating this red flag legislation, the first of two gun bills they're set to vote on tonight. Now, this red flag bill is about whether guns should be taken away from people who exhibit red flags before they have committed gun violence. Lawmakers have been debating this on the House floor for the past hour. The legislation would allow police to go to courts and get an order to get guns taken away from people who are deemed a danger to themselves or others. Now, supporters of the bill held an event shortly before the vote. They were joined by House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello and Governor Gina Raimondo. They are big supporters of this legislation, but opponents rallied against this bill on Tuesday. They are concerned it infringes on their Second Amendment rights. The ACLU opposes the bill as well. Let's hear from a lawmaker who brought these concerns to the debate on the floor just now, and also from Speaker Mattiello defending it.
In this case, we're denying that ability to people and taking away their fundamental right without giving them the opportunity to find out what evidence is going to be used against them. It's not fair.
I'm very comfortable that the bill we have is an appropriate balance to protect the public against folks that are a danger to themselves or others and should not be in possession of firearms and our civil liberties.
And so the debate continues on the floor right now. Then lawmakers will vote on that red flag legislation. They're also slated to debate and vote on a ban on bump stocks, a bill about revenge porn, and a bill to protect DACA recipients. So a lot going on here at the State House. Live in Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.